excited this morning to be joined by Jesse Wilson, the Executive Director with Beaver Dam Mission Center. And I've been teasing it in the first block, but you guys have a first event coming up that you're very excited about. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so August 16th from 10 to 4, we're going to have our first shoe giveaway event. So brand new shoes to, our goal is 200 kids here in Beaver Dam and kind of this region.
That's exciting. So 200 kids are going to have the opportunity to get new shoes. And we've all been there, whether it be like my own stubbornness and not wanting to get rid of a favorite pair of shoes or not. But when you have shoes that are too tight, they're too long, they have holes in them, it's like your quality of life goes like way down. Yeah. And for a lot of these kids, they simply can't afford these new shoes. Where was this push? What was the decision that made you guys decide this was the avenue that you guys wanted to go?
Yeah, so having 4 kids, my wife and I just really felt like there's need for kids, right? And so we were looking at areas that weren't currently serviced. So there's a lot of groups that are doing backpacks and school supply drives and different organizations that handle that really, really well. So we didn't want to come in and duplicate anything. We're not trying to take away from somebody else's work. We would love to help them too. But shoes was a gap that we noticed as a pretty expensive cost to families. But also it was something small that kind of made the kids go into school and walk with their head held high and just be like, yeah. And we know it's not about material things at all, but there's something about a new pair of shoes that kind of just gives you a confidence at the start of school.
A little pick me up, so to speak. And you mentioned you have 4 kids. There's a lot of people out there. You have 4 kids. That's potentially $200+ you're looking at in just shoes.
Just shoes.
And then we know how kids are. They play. They go through them quickly too.
Fast.
So I gotta ask, for people at home that are listening or like, I do have kids, money's a little tight right now, I would like to get involved, but I don't know if I'm eligible. How does that look for people that might be wanting to sign up to receive shoes?
Yeah, so we're not going to disqualify anybody from taking advantage of the shoes. So our hope is that people that are in financial issues, financial struggles, that could use a little help, we want them to be able to take advantage of this opportunity.
Good, that's fantastic. I know people are going to be very excited about that. And to make things like this happen, it takes a village.
It does.
So from your guys' perspective, are you guys feeling in a good spot with volunteers? Are you looking always for more? Where are you at with that?
Yeah, we really rely on seeking the Lord first. So we want people that are passionate about serving, passionate about kids, that have a heart for God. We would love for them to reach out to us and be a part of this. Paul talks a lot about unity in the New Testament and bringing believers together. And so we're not exclusive of any denomination, right? We're interdenominational. So we just want people who love the Lord, who understand that Jesus died, rose again for us, that we were sinners, that we need to repent of our sins and turn to him. We want you to partner with us, and we want to partner with you to just live out our calling, which is just to serve each other, love well.
Partnership is a great word for that too, because this, again, you're coming to be a part of the family, so to speak.
That's it.
And when we look at this event and what it actually is going to be, you said it's 10 to 4. Can you tell me again where that was going to be located at?
Yeah, so we actually have partnered with Shoe Sensation here in Beaver Dam. So just around the corner here from the studio, they have been a really awesome partner for us. We had come into them with the idea of a shoe event. And initially when we talked about shoes, the last thing we wanted was to have a trailer full of your stinky shoes.
Yeah, of course.
Not that your shoes are stinky.
No, mine are though. Thanks for we brought that to the light. I feel better. Weight off the shoulders.
That's right. Well, I'm glad we addressed it. So we didn't want to have a warehouse of shoes, and nothing says a fresh new school year like a new pair of shoes. And so we partnered. We reached out to Shoe Sensation. Some of our board members had some relationships there, and they were really gracious to say, "We'll come partner with you. We'll give you guys some donations. We'll allow you to hand out Bibles, to hand out shoes. They're going to actually donate a pack of socks with each pair of shoes as well.
Oh, that's really cool.
So it's going to be the real deal. So 10 to 4, August 16th at Shoe Sensation. We'll have some registration tents. So those who aren't able to sign up online or through our QR code, through our website, through Facebook, they can still come in person and just participate and take advantage like anybody else.
And the kids that are going to be coming to be getting these shoes, do they have the option to pick the ones that they're looking at in the right size?
Absolutely.
You do?
Yeah. So the cool thing is that they're going to bring in actually some extra shoes that they have from some of their larger warehouses, and we're going to have a ton of shoes. We're going to have a ton of shoes.
It's a good problem to have.
A ton of shoes. So there's going to be a ton of shoes there. You're going to be able to pick the shoe you want. If they don't have your size, you're going to be able to purchase through the voucher that we hand out. You'll purchase, they'll ship to the store, you come back and pick it up. So even if you can't pick it up same day, you can pick it up a couple days from now.
That's so exciting. And yeah. I know that this isn't going to be a cheap venture. So I'm curious, like, how have you guys been raising funds? Is there a way that other people in the area can help, go to a site, donate?
Yeah, you can definitely check us out on Facebook. Our Facebook page will get you to our shoe landing page. It's missionbd.org/shoes25 is our landing page. But you can go to the missionbd.org website. You can find out all the information. There you can sponsor a child. So maybe you have a group of friends that you guys want to come together and sponsor a couple kids. You can do that. If you have an organization or a church group that wants to get together and have your name on the voucher, because we're going to be putting sponsor names on the voucher so they can be recognized too in a way of like, hey, we had a part in serving you today.
That's fantastic. So again, this is an idea that I know that has been formulated since the inception of you guys here. And you said, was it March this year? So, I mean, this is brand new.
Right.
A lot of work goes into this. What does that even look like on your end, trying to figure out how this is going to look, what we want to actually do? I imagine it's been kind of a learn as you go process.
Yeah, for sure. It helps that I've done a lot of producing in the past, and so I've been able to organize events. On top of that, my wife is amazing, Jennifer. She has been a champion of this. She has helped reel me in more than anything, but she's helped lead this group. We have a committee. They have some great ideas, and sometimes I just overtalk it and cause chaos. So we have a great group of people that are really passionate about the kids in our community. And if we didn't have our shoe committee, if I didn't have the 11 board members that were just passionate and driven to just push into this, like, it takes a village.
It does take a village, and it feels like the passion's evident. And I imagine if the other people in this group are also as passionate as you are, it's going to be very, very successful for a long time. And a long time, I imagine, is the goal. Yeah. But what are some of the goals that you do want to see for this group as you guys get your sea legs, so to speak?
Yeah, my human brain is limiting a little bit in the goals that we have as a mission center together. We want to help people that are in need here in Beaver Dam. And we don't know exactly what that looks like for your specific situation, but we've seen disasters. We've seen some of the trailer parks here burn down in town. We've seen people lose their family and friends, and we want to be a bridge to helping them spiritually. Maybe it's getting plugged into a church, and we have connections with a lot of churches in our community. And maybe it's just having somebody to talk to that isn't maybe necessarily a therapist or counselor, but we're humans and we can understand and hear people out. And so a lot of it's relationship building. And as God presents needs, we want to help fill that. We have some people in our life that have been amazing supports financially. And so we have some resources available that we want to help give back in a way that's impactful. At the same time, our goal is to spread the gospel message, right? So evangelism is my heart. I love talking with people about life and death and what happens next. And so I want to get to know people in that way. And what better way to do that than helping people that are in times of need?
Well, and helping people too. So like a push for volunteers. Everybody's done.